over there. He's been coming to these meetings for a long time. Just to kind of get more into what we do, the main goal of our business is to drive attention to any business owner, converting their ideal perfect audience into a loyal customer. Mainly I do that through social media. We do that on a variety of different online platforms, but that is my main purpose, is managing their social media for them. Now, I'm sure you guys have run into a lot of these problems too, but what we've noticed is that these are the main issues people generally run into when trying to start up their marketing campaign or come up with content for their social media. And if anybody raise a hand if you run into at least one of these issues trying to do that. It's a lot more common than you would think. I mean, unless the way my dad always put it, I still don't know who this guy is, but he said, well, unless you're like your Flash Gordon or something, you're probably not gonna be able to do everything. Probably need to look him up to figure out who that is, so you know what he's talking about. But the biggest one we run into, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, is time constraint. I mean, being a business owner, you already have a lot going on. You're dealing with meetings. You are having to make sure your brand is staying on mission. On top of that, and the way that the world's going, with the fast-paced digital world, it's hard to keep up with social media. You can't just do the cookie cutter, simple videos or posts. You got to be very consistent with it, and that's kind of where we come in, trying to provide that solution, take that weight off of our clients' shoulders. Because the biggest part of having a business is obviously having awareness. And having awareness on social media, becoming an authority on there, drives engagement, and you need engagement to get anyone to recognize you constantly on social media. If you can get that engagement, which is not always easy unless you have a plan, a strategy going into it, but once you get that engagement going, you're already setting yourself up for a sale. And it has never been easier to get a free advocate than to do it through social media. I mean, if somebody knows who you are, you're an authority on there, they're going to be talking about to their friends, their family, anybody they know. I mean, I don't think I'd want anything more than a free salesman. That helps out our business a lot. So I think that this is a very big part of a business that no one really sees the importance of always. Or they want to put it to the back burner because they have a lot of stuff going on. So that's our whole point, is to relieve that pressure and manage that for them, build up their following and their awareness. Now, all I really had to ask of you guys, I don't want to hold you too long, but it's just if you could follow us on our platforms. If you know anybody that would need our help, isn't as tech savvy, or just doesn't even know where to start, if you could let them know who we are. They can either shoot me a call, it'll be on this next page, but call me, text me, email me, or on our website, they can go fill out a time to book a meeting with us. But if you could follow any of these platforms and share what we are doing, that would be greatly appreciated. That is the end of my presentation, but this is all my contact info if you guys know anybody or you yourselves are needing our help at all.
Anyone have questions?
You guys do websites as well?
We do websites. Yeah, we do a full spectrum of digital marketing. My main focus is just social media specifically, but we do websites.
Tied together, that's why I asked.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just mainly focused on, because Jacob has presented on the websites before, so I was trying to mainly focus on the social media aspect. That is a part we're trying to put more energy towards now that we have the resources to do that. But yeah, we do websites from the ground up. Sorry, you were.
Oh, so I was gonna ask on social media, because I think sometimes I just don't know what to think of social media, to be honest. Do you set up like certain parameters, like, hey, we're gonna gain this many new followers, we're gonna have this many new shares? Do you have goals when you launch a social media campaign?
Yeah, and so before I even come into a meeting with anybody, whatever niche that they are in, I'm doing a deep dive into that, finding out the analytical side of people that are already in their specific business. How are they promoting their business? What's working, what's not working? That'll give me a good gauge of when I go into that first meeting with them. This is where you could be sitting a month, 3 months, 6 months from now, and coming up with scripts and entire content calendar for them. And then kind of also going over their goals. What is their business about? I want to learn about what they do. So that gives me a better idea, after that meeting, if there's anything I need to change as far as my thought process with how to present their business, because the biggest part is maintaining that brand personality and that brand identity. I don't want to change that. I'm just there to help them amplify that. And then you had your hand up, I'm sorry.
What size businesses or longevity of businesses is your ideal client for you?
I would say, like small to medium-sized businesses. Anyone that's really passionate. You have to be open to creativity when it comes to this kind of thing. So anybody that is just, trying to grow. That's my goal in social media and just digital marketing in general, is to help their business grow. So anybody that's really passionate about their business, I'm willing to work with. Any other questions?
Do you work with any CRM tools?
We do, actually. We do, our CRM that we use is automated emails, do email campaigns for people, automated text backs. We also do AIs on our websites for chatbots, and then automated payments, a variety of different things that we can use in that. But yeah, that's one of our
I'm just
steps.
wondering what are the tools?
So, like I was just saying, a couple of those were that, and then also it's a good spot to keep like a hold of all of your contacts. Especially when you're doing email campaigns, it's great to have everything in one set location. You can also post from social media on there, like from the content all the way to the music, everything they want to put on there. Schedule about a month ahead if you're wanting to do that, and as well as.
I'm sorry, let me clarify my question. I know what CRM tools do. What platforms do you interact with? Interact with? What platforms do you
Like
use
what platforms
for
are, like,
CRM?
integrated into that?
Yeah, like
CRM?
Salesforce, or do you work with other, no?
It's
Really?
not Salesforce.
Okay,
Does your guys' platform use like Zapier integrations to work with things like
that's what
Salesforce?
I, yeah,
Oh,
APIs or
Okay.
it has.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear what he was saying.
We love Zapier.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's pretty integratable with any kind of platform you'd want to add in there. I haven't run into one yet that you can't, aside from what Jacob just said. But yeah, any platform you'd want to put on there, it can integrate with it, as far as I know.
Do we
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
I just have one. What social media platforms do you work with?
Any of them? The ones that I run most commonly into are Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, because that's just kind of where the world is going. Gotta get people's attention on there. But YouTube, LinkedIn, really any kind of social media platform I've worked with and I'm willing to work with. Any other questions?
Last question. So what can we as a group do for you?
Just honestly, the biggest thing is if you know anybody, let them know. They're just talking about it. Just give them my contact information. And also, if you follow us on social media, sharing what we do, that would be a huge help. Just helps drive engagement that way. But those are only the real things that you guys can do to help me social media wise.
Excellent.